Okay, so we're going to build up our fast bass, and I'm going to do that by duplicating it and then applying some effects to this part. And what we want to do is make it a really tight bass sound. And then add some cool effects. So, going to add I'm just going to turn those off. Going to add our overdrive. And we'll add a filter in there as well. And put it on high pass. We'll pan that left and we'll do the same. Duplicate another one. Pan it right. And we'll adjust some of the filter settings. We'll also add a simple delay. And we're going to delay one of the sides just by a bit. And what this will do is it'll mean it'll just sort of spread the two of them out a bit. And we get a quite nice driving sound. And we can grip these all together. Call it our fast bass. And then what we're going to do is add some more delays. We'll add some simple delays. Actually, a lot of ping pong. Ping pong gives it a bit more of a stereo width. So we'll add it in. And we'll add it to... We'll send the two fast basses over to our ping pong. And then I'm also going to add fast bass reverb. And we're going to use ether. And we'll turn our mix up to 100% and click the lock button. So it's basically your dry wet controls. And we could use this same in Ableton. And we could use something similar with our reverb. If we brought it in, just turn our dry wet up full. And play about with the sort of reverb settings till we find something we like. And I'm going to send the ping pong delay output into the reverb, or some of the ping pong delay output into the reverb. And we can enable send C to do that. And basically now that's enabled to send, and we can send some of that delay into the reverb. And then I can just sort of play through the presets and find something that's nice. So that sounds fine. It's just something to give it a bit of depth. You can add a wee bit of reverb as well to these two fast basses. And what we also want to do is take the compressor that we've put on all our basses, and it's got a sidechain to the kick, and we'll copy that onto our delays. And again, it gives us that sort of pumping sound. And we can put that on our reverb as well. And again, it just means everything's always got that nice pumping vibe to it, so it sort of sounds more energetic. And then we're going to add one more return track, and I'm going to add another delay. I'll use a simple delay for this. We'll put it on a 3 and a 2. Turn a dry wet up full. And again, we're going to just send the whole of this fast bass group to it. And then what we're going to do is put a sort of moving filter on it. And this will just give us a bit of movement in that fast bass. So we're going to send it to D. We're going to call this our filter delay. And we'll send. And then we're going to add an auto filter. And we're going to turn the amount up. We're going to select a saw wave as our shape. And then we will select it over 1 bar. And we'll turn our phase up. And we could have that longer. We could have it over 2 bars maybe. And again, we can enable the send for our reverb, which is C. And add a bit of reverb as well. And we can just add a bit of plus and minus % to our delays. And what this does is just spread them out, means they're not just totally on the beat, and it gives them a bit of space and width. And it means we've got all these controlled by this one fast bass group, and we can control the volumes because we're using delays. We're not using loads of different sounds, so we can sort of control the volume very easily. So there we go, it's sounding pretty good. And last thing we have to do with this is just add the chord changes to these fast basses. So because they're just duplicates of each other, we just have to do it with the one. So we'll need to duplicate these. Duplicate again. And we'll duplicate that whole thing again for the wee rise at the very end. And this is following exactly the same pattern as our main bass. So there we go, there's our fast basses in. I'll just copy these across. So there we go, there's our fast basses done, and that's the sort of basics for our backing track. And now we can start looking at adding some melodies and top lines to our track.